If you're looking for the safest way to protect family wealth or business assets, you will want more than just a single company or trust. Rules around asset protection keep changing. Banks, lawyers, and even governments are demanding more transparency. That means using just one structure, whether in Dubai or offshore, often isn't enough to keep your assets safe from legal claims or future risk. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to combine a DIFC Foundation in Dubai with an offshore company or SPV. You will learn why this layered approach is used by top advisors, what it actually looks like, and how it can help you with banking, privacy, and succession. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Baid and I'm the founder at Lepidus Wealth, where we help clients and families protect their assets using a range of tools, including trust, foundations, wills, and offshore structures. So if you own a business or real estate, don't wait until a legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting what you have built. Instead, request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link below. You can then implement it step by step as your journey progresses. So, a DIFC Foundation is a legal structure based in the Dubai International Financial Center. It's not a trust and not a typical company. Instead, it is an independent legal entity that holds assets and carry out specific purposes, often for succession, asset protection, or charitable causes. The foundation has a council, not directors, and no shareholders, which means there is no ultimate owner in this traditional sense. The key benefits is that the assets are held by the foundation itself, separated from personal or business risk. This arrangement can make a critical difference if your assets are ever subjected to litigation, creditor claims, or sudden regulatory changes. In Dubai, the DIFC Foundation is rapidly becoming the gold standard for families and business owners who want lasting protection combined with transparency. By contrast, an offshore company or SPV, think of it as a British Virgin Island company or a Cayman SPV or similar, is usually set up to hold assets or investments in the jurisdiction with flexible regulations and strong privacy. These companies are popular for international holdings, property, or investment portfolios. But on their own, they often don't provide enough insulation from legal claims or scrutiny, especially as global regulations tighten. Authorities are looking past simple company ownership to the real person behind the structure. Many high net worth individuals have seen banking doors close or compliance checks intensify, simply because their offshore companies lack the depth of true fiduciary structure. This is where the right kind of layering really comes into play. The most robust approach is the DIFC Foundation to hold the shares of the offshore company or the SPV, not you as an individual. This immediately puts distance between you and the underlying asset. If there is a legal claim, bankruptcy, or even just a bank compliance question, your name is not directly on the company or the assets. The foundation stands as a separate legal person, making it far more challenging for creditors or authorities to pierce the structure. This additional layer can also make a significant difference when you're dealing with banks, counterparties, or even potential buyers who need clear legal separation between beneficial owners and asset holding vehicles. In practice, this might look like the Dubai Foundation set up to serve your family with a foundation council that you appoint. The foundation owns 100% of a BVI company, which then holds global investment accounts, a London property, or shares in your operating business. You control the foundation via the council, and your wishes are reflected in the foundation's charter and the bylaws. But legally, you are not the owner of the BVI company. The foundation is. If you pass away, the foundation continues to hold and manage the assets without probate because there are no shares in your name. Succession can be managed according to your detailed wishes, and the transfer of control is seamless. For families with complex needs or assets in multiple countries, this continuity is often most valuable. Another benefit of this layering is flexibility. For banking, many international banks are now more comfortable opening accounts for foundations, especially those in well-regulated centers like Dubai, as compared to offshore companies with private individuals as ultimate owners. Banks see the foundation as a respected, compliant structure, especially when it's clearly documented who the beneficiaries are and who the controllers are. This can open doors for multi-currency accounts and global investments that are often closed to simple offshore setups. For international business people and families who need operational flexibility, this layered approach enables you to bank, invest, and hold property in multiple jurisdictions without being forced to compromise on compliance. Layering also strengthens privacy, but in fully compliant way. Your name doesn't appear in public register of the offshore company. Instead, the foundation is listed as the shareholder. This means you avoid the risk of being directly linked to the asset in multiple jurisdictions, but still have legitimate documented control. It is privacy but based on law, not based on secrecy. This is especially important today as governments and tax authorities have unprecedented access to information. With proper structuring, you can protect your family's privacy, meet all the reporting obligations, and maintain your reputation as a responsible global citizen. There are other scenarios where this structure is valuable. For families with members in different countries, the foundation can distribute income or assets according to your wishes, bypassing the forced heirship rules or difficult probate in your home country. For entrepreneurs, it can be a way to ring fence business assets for personal creditors or future legal disputes. For non resident Indians or NRIs, and those with assets in India, combining a Dubai foundation with an offshore SPV can simplify cross border holding and even succession, because Indian law does recognize certain foreign foundations when it comes to inheritance matters. Families with property or business interest in Europe, Africa, or Asia often choose this approach for exactly these reasons. It's recognized in many major jurisdictions and gives you more control than almost any other available solution. Of course, no structure is bulletproof. Every layer must be set up correctly, with full legal and tax advice, and the ongoing management of the foundation and the SPV must be maintained. There are annual filings, the audits and compliance steps, and especially in Dubai, where the regulators expect more transparent, up to date records. Attempting to hide assets or mislead banks will always backfire. This approach is about maximizing protection and privacy within the law, not avoiding it. If you're operating internationally, staying ahead of regulations is essential. Advisors who specialize in these structures will make sure your documentation and compliance are robust so you don't have surprises down the road. Setting up a foundation is straightforward, though it is best handled by a qualified advisor. You start by drafting a foundation charter, appointing the council, and defining beneficiaries. The foundation is then registered in DIFC. Next is to establish the offshore company, with the foundation as its only shareholder. Bank accounts can be opened in Dubai, Switzerland, or wherever it fits your investment strategy. The result is flexible, compliant, and globally respected structure that stands up to the scrutiny while protecting your family's wealth for the next generation. You get continuity, protection, and a structure that's respected by counterparties, regulators, and financial institutions worldwide. As I mentioned earlier, if you own a business or real estate, don't wait for legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting your wealth. Many people think asset protection is only for ultra wealthy. But the reality is that some of these solutions cost as much as setting up a free zone company in Dubai. If you want to secure what you have built and ensure your legacy, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're serious about building long-term financial security, you should really check out my next video right here.